my first king salmon.
All right, we are with the Alaskan Savage, John Rodriguez. We are in Kaufman Cove, and today, what are we doing?
We're gonna go try for a king salmon for maybe an hour, and we're gonna go jig some fresh bait.
Okay.
And depending on what I hear for the reports up north, we're gonna either try for salmon or some more, or go after some halibut.
And so for kings, you've got big flashers, squid baits.
Yeah, we're gonna be trolling some whole herring, some squid baits, all flashers.
Okay.
The fish are kind of spread out, so we're not gonna mooch. We're gonna try to cover a lot of water and try to find the fish, and then if we can find them, turn around and beat them up some more.
All right, well, the Alaskan Savage, Kaufman Cove. We're headed offshore. It's game on. Hey, how are you? Oh my goodness, you're a good boy.
I was showing him how to open up your circle hooks to catch a little bigger fish, because he keeps losing big fish. And by opening up those 16-aughts, you get around the jawbone a little better.
How long you been guiding fishermen on in this part of the world?
I've been running my own business since '99, so whatever that is, 20-some years.
You are a savage. I can tell. Here we go, we're underway.
Really like my new Garmin products, so I went all Garmin. I got one more, but I got to get the hub to interlink them, because they're all a networking program.
Sure. So what type of boat is this? What would you consider this boat?
This is a North River that I've kind of modified. It wasn't enough fishing room in the back, so I added 4.5 feet to the back deck. Put in some pole holders and stuff, so now we got 15 different pole holders out the back. It's kind of nice. You keep rotating the poles around, and a lot more room.
What a beautiful morning in Kaufman Cove. We have the entire camp. We've got Dave, Dean, Mike, the Alaskan Savage, Mama Jean on camera. She's running the camera today, but I'll be running the camera on her too, because she's up first. Whatever bites first, she draws the straws, and she got the straw to catch the biggest fish. Hopefully, we're going to be going for king salmon because we have an incoming tide, and then a little bit later today, when the tide's fully up, we'll run north, do a little whale watching while we're bottom fishing for halibut. It's a great day. Now look at some of these baits. I mean, you've got crazy looking baits here, like this particular one. You got I don't know, it's a squid bait, double hook set up there. These king salmons, I guess, are pretty finicky. We'll all get to catch some herring today. That's a natural forage fish that the salmon live on, also the whales feed on. So we'll get in these big pods of salmon, and he has these special rods with the tiny little flies, and you'll just jig down, and then you'll catch 8 or 10 at a whack. The halibut love them, salmon love them, whales love them. It's gonna be a great day here in Southeast Alaska. So tell me what you're doing.
Well, we're getting these downriggers ready. I'm gonna send a flasher down and a whole herring on a cripple hood. And then we're gonna run some on a flat line. So we're gonna run 2 deep and 2 shallow.
So how far down do you put these, John?
We got bait here. If you look up there at the Garmin, we're in 209 feet of water.
Okay.
And most of these fish are down there around 188 feet.
Wow, so that's that. Are those bait balls I'm seeing on this?
Those are all bait balls. Yep.
So those fish will be circling around the edge of those bait balls, coming in and hitting.
This one's gonna be at 106.
Nice. All right. We're about to get savage right here on the what is the name of your boat?
This is the Three Amigos.
The Three Amigos?
Yep.
We're about ready to get savage on the Three Amigos.
Named after me and my boys.
All right, you and your boys? That's really cool. Okay. I got 2 boys, 27 and 25.
23 and 21.
Right there.
Yeah.
We're real similar in age, I can see.
Yeah, I'll be 50 this year.
Yeah, all right. I'm 53, so we're right there.
Okay, you see how that herring can pull really fast,
Yeah.
but it's not getting tore up? That's that crippled herring.
Okay.
That's what you want. You want a nice tight spin to it.
Nice. Okay. Got you.
Okay, so it's really important we keep an eye on that downrigger. The downrigger is the most important one you want to jump on.
Okay.
The reason is that line is got a big bend in the monofilament.
Sure.
This cable is straight, so when it gets kicked off, that fish has got about 30 foot of slack. So what I want you to do is just reel before you even pull it out. Just reel as fast as you can, get caught up on the slack, then we'll pull it out and fight it.
Got you. Who thought we'd be fishing for kings? That's so cool. I've never caught a king salmon. I know, Mama Jean, you've never caught a king salmon. So
We're gonna give it a shot.
Well, we're gonna see if we can't catch one here.
It's better to be fishing an hour before and an hour after tide change. That's the king's primary bite time.
Is it? Okay.
And so we're not there. We're mid-tide right now, but we figured we'd try it first thing in the morning.
Yep.
And if it doesn't produce, we're gonna move on to something different.
Okay.
We'll try it for a little bit. Since you guys have king salmon stamps, because that first tide change in the morning or the last tide change in the evening is going to be your most productive.
Yeah, you would know. 20 years in doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's up. We're with the pros.
So what I'm looking for, everybody asks me how fast to troll.
Yeah.
And all you want to do is troll fast enough to get your gear to turn over, especially when you're king salmon fishing. If you're silver fishing, you can speed it up. But you see the flashers, they got a nice little rhythm to them.
Yeah.
And that means they're rolling over completely. And so that's what you're looking for, and that's how you gauge your speed.
Okay.
And everybody's like, well, you troll 2.1 knots or you troll 1.5. I'm like, I don't pay attention to that. I pay attention to the flat lines. And they tell me everything I need to know.
Okay. This is super cool. I'm excited. I mean, here we got a couple hours, and then if we don't get a king, we're gonna go north and look for some halibut. Bottom feeders, and they are so good. I brought an empty Siberian cooler. We're hoping to fill it with fish up here, so we'll see what happens.
We're trolling right now for some king salmon. I've never caught one before, so I'm pretty excited for that. Hopefully we get one here shortly. Might have to wait till later in the day. Apparently the best time to catch them is during tide change, and we're not quite there yet, but we're gonna still try our luck for a bit and see what we can get, and then halibut fish the rest of the day. So either way, we're gonna have a fun-filled day of fishing.
What do you got?
Hopefully king salmon.
Okay, don't reel up anymore, just come back. I need that scissor in my hand. Okay, stop.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right in the net. That's how it's done. Yeah. Sweet. Look at that.
Here's the pink salmon.
Pink salmon. Nice. That's 2.
Yeah, this holds the herring intact. And then you want a little roll in it. So you put it, see it's gonna come tight to there, so you bring it back about 3/8 to 1/2 inch. And then when you pull it tight, it makes a little bend in it. So now it has a nice spin and roll. No one's seen this. I didn't see it because I was running the boat, but
What?
Oh my God.
we can't get a king salmon when we're trolling that guy. So
What
I could
is
have
that?
probably. This is a.
It's like a walleye.
It's a vermilion rockfish.
Can you eat them?
Oh yeah.
And so they come up and eat them while you're
Oh
trolling?
yeah. Those are the pelagic in the pelagic family, and you can keep 5 of them per person.
Wow. So tell me more about this fish again.
Oh.
What is it called?
Rockfish.
It's
Vermilion
it's a
rockfish.
pelagic rockfish.
Look at this thing.
You did?
I saw it in Poland, but I wasn't sure.
How crazy looking is that thing?
No. If you see anything on dabbing on this, let me know because we got to get it. We got to get it in and check it.
What is happening? Trolling for kings and we're catching rockfish, bottom fish.
They're a
They
suspended
must watch them go by and then shoot to the top.
They're a suspended rockfish. We got a big ball of bait here.
Ooh, big ball of bait. Get ready.
Put it in
The
the
plot's
well.
thickening, people. Yes, that is a sweet
Okay,
fish.
let some line out. Here they go.
All right. Look at that thing.
Everybody wants to grab a hold of the fish while it's flopping.
Yeah.
That's a good way to get hooked.
There's nothing like Alaska, man.
Yeah, it's just hurting. It's got hooked bad.
Okay, ready?
Hey.
Legal king.
All right.
Yeah, just barely. There's a legal king.
Oh,
I got my first legal king. So it's my first king salmon. Thanks to John here.
It's 28 1/4 inches. It was bleeding bad, and I think it's a good fish, and you'll enjoy eating it, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm gonna.
It'll taste pretty good on the barbecue.
Heck yeah.
But it's nice to fill a king tag.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's get back in the water and try for another one.
okay, I'm gonna back up. Backing up. Okay,
Pink salmon.
pink salmon. Oh, I thought that was a king. It wasn't a king, it was a pink. Okay, mic's up. I'll let it out.
I can go back out.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Wow, it's mayhem on the Three Amigos. It's literally
Someone
one
grab that rod
salmon
for and put
after
that downrigger up
Yeah,
there.
grab that.
one salmon after another.
Let's
Little soccer action.
Jim,
That's
keep
it.
that.
Yeah, we'll kick them.
Little soccer action.
Okay, here we go.
Little Jim score.
Let's go. It's the World Cup. Everything's on the line. Oh, and he shoots a goal. The crowd goes wild.
This has got hit. There it is.
Fish! Who's up? Mike, hit it.
Like,
Fish on. This is insanity. It's insanity. Everywhere you go, we got a fish on over here. You turn around, it's like fish, 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 fish. It's like, what's going on? Oh, we got fish on. All right, they got one too. We got a guy right here. Every couple seconds, there's like a fish, fish, fish. I mean, they're stacked in here like cordwood. I don't even know what to say right
There's
now.
fish, you guys.
Jim, what's up, Dean?
There you go. Knees up. We can't eat it.
Look at you got a monster.
What is it?
Oh my god.
The world's smallest fish.
If
Look
you
at
hold it out like this, it'll look really big. You gotta hold it out at arm's length.
That is the Fish of the Day award. Wow. You're making me jealous over here.
There it is.
We're all trying to catch the smallest fish, and he just beat us out by a lot. Way to go, Dino.
At least 7 inches long.
So J&J stands for John and Josh.
Josh and John, but when I started getting the printing all the stuff up, my brother was going to do the freshwater and I was going to do the saltwater because I had a captain's license. And he got his girlfriend pregnant pretty early, 17, and yeah, he ended up getting a different job which paid well, and it was a hard go. It was a hard go when I didn't have the money or to do the advertisements on the shows, and so I was driving truck and cutting timber and still trying to charter and trying to get a family started myself, and so it was about 5 or 6 years where it was pretty tough. It wasn't a lot of chartering, but I had a lot of help with certain guys. I was cutting timber and I was driving truck, and everybody was cool with, hey, I got a charter tomorrow, I'm not coming in. All right, come in the next day. So it worked worked out pretty good, and I could stay busy working and fish when I could.
How many years ago was that?
That would have been back, I started in 99.
99. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, you do this? It's a long one. And you want to put your thumb on the spool every time, or you're going to have a backline.
That feels like a pretty decent fish, man.
Okay, just back up for it. Get all that line.
Sorry. What do we got here?
Pink salmon.
Pink salmon. Wow, he's a fatty. I got him.
Okay, now you guys can put them in the boulders.
I got a set of pliers here.
Awesome.
Oh, you're gonna use a little technique. Weight of the salmon. This is where you were talking about earlier. Unbelievable. You are the man. John has got it figured out. I'm gonna have to try that technique in the future. That is the way to go.
Just a little bit back.
Is it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
They put it in deep there. Yep.
So the idea is to, kind of have that steady pace.
That steady pulse on the rod, yeah. That way you know your flasher's rolling around in perfect speed. You're getting action on it. Because the flasher draws the fish to your bait, to your hoochie or your bait or your spoon. And then it also gives it action. So it has two purposes. I don't like running the mains to just run out so much hours on them.
Yeah, sure.
This little kicker burns hardly no fuel and keeps your hours down on your big motors. It seems like most of the time my biggest kings for the year are on a flatline, so they're at 35, 40 feet. But there is some times where you gotta fish them deep. It's all trial and error and just keep fishing.
So John, show me the dot system, what we got going on here, and how do you keep track with all these clients on your boat?
All right, so I run a dot system because Fish and Game wants you to catch your own fish.
Sure.
You know, it's not a party fishery. They want you to, everybody's got to catch their own fish.
Sure.
And the way that I can help me stay legal and keep a count in here is I put a P for silver, an S, I'm sorry, a P for pinks, an S for silver. We're catching chum too, so I'll go CH, and then you'll get a king, right?
Right.
And so if you get a silver, then you get a dot. If you get a chum, you get a dot. And all the fish, except for the king, you're only allowed one. The other ones, you're allowed 6.
Okay.
So if you got 5 or 6 people on the boat, it's
Sure.
really hard to keep track and to keep count. So before I put the pole out, as soon as they land their fish, they dot their hand. So
Okay.
at the end of the day, or midday, and we're like, man, how close are we to our limit? Then I've got to open up that box and pull 30 or 40 fish out
That
and
makes
try
sense.
to make it count so we're not over the limit.
So right now, I just got a pink, so I'm gonna put another dot right here.
Yep. See?
So there we go.
So you got 3 pinks.
3 pinks this morning, had a
Yep.
small king that we let go,
Yep.
and we got 1 keeper.
Right.
She had,
and
Bobby
that helps
Jean had a
me
king.
keep all my records too. So I got to do a logbook with charters, so it keeps me keeping the records. And
I love it.
We're not over.
Super smart.
Yeah, it keeps you out of trouble.
Now, what's the next trip? Where are we headed now? We
We're
just
gonna
finished
go.
up?
I'm gonna go up north, and we're gonna try. I'm gonna get a hold of my buddy, see how he's doing on the salmon up there.
Okay.
Don't think I'm gonna put away the salmon gear yet. The halibut fishing's been most dominant on an outgoing tide. The
Okay.
incoming tide's been pretty slow.
Okay.
So we're probably gonna stop in and jig some herring
Okay.
at a spot that we normally find herring really
Nice.
abundant all year round.
Okay.
And then we'll have some fresh bait and some frozen. And then we're gonna go halibut fishing, and we'll probably just start working our way back as we come back.
All right. So stay
Hopefully
tuned,
we
guys. Up next, halibut fishing in Southeast Alaska. We tore it up this morning. Stay tuned.
Holy crap.
You know the secret, King? Don't learn the secret.
All right. Looks like we're just catching fresh bait right now. Catching fresh bait, and we're gonna reel it up. See what we got. Okay, ready guys?
A long one on here.
Okay, hang on to that.
Holy crap.
Hang on to the sinker. Hang on to the sinker. Yep.
Okay.
Just hang on.
I got a couple that are coming.
So, you gotta keep.
Mine was over here.
Yeah, you gotta keep them.
No, y'all both went in at the same
You
time.
gotta keep it apart and over here, and I'll work them out.
I see where mine went over right there. That one's over to the top. That's it. Oh. That's it. I'll stay over here.
Alright. Okay, to just hold your rod that way. You're doing good.
This is a pretty cool method. So there's a huge bait ball straight below us. So we're dropping it down basically until you hit the bottom. So it's roughly 100 feet deep here. And we're in a narrow passage. As soon as you hit the bottom,
Okay, hold your rod way up in the air. Throw it up.
you'll feel it just hit the bottom. Okay. Trying to get it vertical here. Make sure it's on the bottom. Okay. So once we hit bottom, then you just kind of lift up. Like this. There we go. There's the first bite. Got to count to 15. There's a huge group of them right there. And catch them.
They're all on the bottom.
Okay. And
Then your line goes flat. Yep, you gotta keep it moving. There's no bait on it.
okay.
So those little hooks have to stay moving.
That's it.
There's bottom. Ready up a
So
little more?
we did 20, count of 15 or 20, and we're stacked up with.
Okay, not quite that fast. If there's the perfect rhythm, there you go. Reel down a little bit.
It's actually fun in catching your own bait to catch the bigger fish that you're going to eat. Yeah, I still got them on there. Probably not as many as the last one, but I got some. So forget how far down you're reeling, 100 feet. So we're going to put these in the boat, and then we're going to turn Mama Jean loose here up next. All right, look at these. Fresh herring.
Got some?
Yeah, I just put
Okay, grab your sinker and I'll help you out.
Okay.
Just grab. No, wait. If you grab your sinker, then you can keep the line tight, and I'll.
Okay. Got
And
it.
then just pivot this way. Hold the full length of your rod. Grab your reel.
Got it.
There you go. Then I can just pick them off.
That's the way to go.
Yep. Now if you
Look at
just
that.
pull it back in and catch your sinker,
Okay.
then I can get them off.
Okay.
But they have the same smell as this king salmon. It's that bitter,
do, yeah.
that pungent smell.
Wow.
They have the same smell. So the king salmon is the only one that has a smell besides, seawater.
Right.
But they have that pungent smell to them.
I'm gonna let you go. Hey, look at this guy. We're stacking up the herring.
Okay, go get us some more. Nice job. Now you don't set the hook. Just pull their heads off.
There's one. So talk about the forage food. This is a forage food for what?
What's that?
These are forage fish for what? Like
Everything eats these poor suckers. They're at the bottom of the food chain. I mean, salmon, halibut, lingcod, everything eats them. That's a primary food source for most of the fish here.
What are the bait? What are you using for bait? I mean, they're like
We're
little
using
jigs?
sabiki jigs. Yep, we're just gonna probably catch another 15, 20 and we're out of here. I've got some frozen bait, we're gonna mix it up, but they've got that smell, which really helps, the productivity of your fishing. And then also they got a really nice shine to them. And they're firmer and they stay on the hook a lot better.
That was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Not every day you get to catch herring, so it's actually pretty darn
The price of bait right now,
yeah.
And how firm these guys are and how well they do. I mean, that's what you want. You want clean bait. And go ahead. I'm still winding them up here. I can only wind up one at a time, so.
Okay, perfect. We can keep fishing.
Yep. If everybody's up,
You have to
then
tell me
all
twice.
these little hooks are
Back
going
to the bottom we
everywhere.
go.
Jackie's Freedom, Three Amigos.
What's that boat's watching where they're going?
Are you moving too?
Yeah, Kurt's got he's almost tagged out, and they look a lot like charter boat fish. I'm just removing here, but he's got like 6 or 7 on his boat.
And let's just talk about where we're at, what we're up to right now. Ready to go.
We're up at Snow Pass, and we're just trying to find some halibut. We're changing depths and just trying to get something that works.
What did we just caught? A salmon shark? What was that thing
That
called?
was a spiny dogfish or a sand shark. No salmon shark. That salmon shark's a big critter.
All right. You wanted a halibut. You got your wish, buddy.
Take it to your right. It's a halibut. Not very big, but it's going in the box.
Hey!
All right. Yeah, Mikey. Thank you.
Good job, Mike. Way to go, buddy. Boom. Look at that. First halibut in the boat.
Watch out.
And that's where the power comes in.
Hang on your sinker. Hang on your sinker. I'm going to show you how to dispose of these things. What you want to watch out for is that extra hook flipping out. Because if that gets in your leg, you're not going to like life. No matter if this is only about a 12-pound halibut. It's pretty small. But it's in the box. It's going to be in the box. So once I get the hook out of this, I'll show you what I mean by.
Okay.
So those guys are over there beating on a fish. And there's no need for it. Okay, everybody, I get guys that break my gaff hooks on my rental boats,
Yeah.
and there's no reason for it. Now,
Okay, so what do you got
on this
here?
side, this is its top eye. Now feel right there.
Okay, right
Feel
here.
that hard bone?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so if I flip it over, you can't find that hard bone, right? It's
Right,
all
right.
it's all meat.
Right.
So right here is where.
He's still wanting to get back in the salt water.
Yep. So right here is that hard bone, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't clock it like this.
I got
That was
a
my
bite.
head.
No, I got a bite on this other one. Go ahead. This other one over there.
Okay,
No, I
so
bumped
you don't
it.
want to hit it like that because
Okay.
that's the cheek meat right there, right? This
Okay.
is all the cheek, and you want that. So you angle your bat down like this.
Let me get out of the way.
And you angle your bat down and see him stiffen out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I didn't bruise the meat, but he's quivering.
Yep.
I didn't hit him hard. That guy's over there swinging like he's trying to, kill
Faces are
somebody.
loaded in the
Yeah.
bottom of the knife.
And then when you bleed him,
Okay.
this crease right here.
Yep.
So you jab your knife in all the way through, and you cut towards the fin, and it bleeds out. It's cutting the gills,
Okay.
and it bleeds the whole fish out.
Wow. We're learning some new things here with the Alaskan Savage. Mike's got his first halibut in the boat, and look at the size of this thing. That's a beautiful fish.
It's a good eating
Look
fish.
at that fish. It's gonna fillet out nice and
It's a good eating fish.
Good stuff to eat.
Surf
All right.
and turf.
Yeah. Way to go. Finally, we got her done. We got a couple. We got a couple of salmon earlier. We got a halibut, and we got some bottom fish, 2 Irish lords, and
sharks.
and then some sharks. Yeah. So let's keep on going. We got to get
Okay.
a couple halibut. The clock is ticking. We need to get a halibut in the boat. And a king. A king halibut. All right, we'll keep after it. All right. Mama Jean, what do you got?
Hopefully a halibut of decent size.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
it's going the other direction.
Oh my God.
It's going. Stop
It's
reeling
taking
it.
my
It's taking
line.
line. Yeah, it's taking your line. So, yeah, you got a good one. Here it goes. No reel. Watch your rod tip.
What we got, buddy?
That halibut.
Barn door.
No. But you got how
Crushing my dreams.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be honest. Okay, hang on. When it pulls hard, then you stop reeling because you ever drive a manual transmission?
Yeah, I actually have.
Okay, so it's just like a clutch. Okay, reel again.
I get a little bit and then it runs it back out.
Yep.
Nice work. We got a good fish on the line. All right, got a double.
You got a double. There you go. You had him. I don't know if you still got him. Nope, you set the hook probably a little too soon.
Oh, the fish are moving in.
Okay, we're gonna pull it out of here and you're gonna fight it out of the pull holder now.
You gotta take this
It's getting too close. Oh. Better hurry.
Ready.
Okay. See how, watch this. You lift up. See how I keep the bend in the rod?
Okay.
It's gotta stay bent.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Fudge! Oh my god!
You mean brownies? How's Alaska treating you?
It's been rough till now.
Okay, ready? You guys
Come
do.
this way.
You guys do your thing. There you go. That's where we want you.
There it is.
Holy cow! Look at the size of that thing. It's a monster.
Okay, he's a little.
I'll go over the.
Hang on. Oh, stand up, stand up.
There goes all that reeling.
Come on, get it on your hip.
Oh my God. You got something, Mike?
Atta boy, get it up in the air. Hey, you gotta,
Yeah.
okay, put that in the pole holder.
Yep.
Go reel that fish in.
Good fish.
You've
That's
already
a
got
big
one in the
fish.
box. You can't take
You
one
want that
alone.
fish, don't you? I do.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, we'll pay for that one. Whatever it costs, we'll pay for that one.
Nice
we-
job, Mike.
Huh?
Nice job.
Woohoo!
Got double. Come on. Should I poke it one more time? Make it run to the bottom?
No.
Come on.
Hey, for the show, this is gold.
Got something there, Dean? I think so.
Hey, keep it coming.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, hang on. Bring it over
What
here.
has he got over there?
Hold on, we got to keep her.
Got a
Grab
charger.
the
Nice.
sinker, please.
Got it.
Okay.
There we go. Way to
Stay
go.
away- Stay away from those hooks.
Yep, watch the hooks.
Oh, they're out. Perfect.
Okay.
You're gonna get one shot at this. Now lift. Lift. Okay, done.
Woo!
Bobby Jean.
Gene is in the house with a beast. Nice job, team.
Seeker. You got a little sweat going. You're gonna see that. Look at all that sweat. Look at that. She's been complaining about the cold all day. Look at all that sweat now.
Nice work, Mama Jean. You got the halibut of the day, Trip.
I'm trying to make him go back down on purpose.
Well, look at the size of that thing.
Oh, what a hog.
What a hog, bro. What do you think? How was that?
That was
Gear
crazy.
back in the
That
water.
was wild. That was my biggest fish on rod and reel. Biggest
there's that one
halibut
ready to go.
ever.
Way to go.
My arms are shot.
Way to go. What a fish.
And yes, I am sweaty.
I love it. Good work.
And sinker.
Alaskan Savage is going full savage on the last hour of our run. Right?
See the bite marks in the halibut?
Look at that. He tried to eat the whole thing.
Yep.
He got away somehow. What's the biggest halibut? What's the biggest halibut that you've caught?
On this boat, it's 386. I've got 10 fish over 300. I don't know how many over 200. I've got only one fish this year over 200. It was 202. And then I've got my biggest one this year so far is 265. I'd like to say I get them every day.
That's funny when that was cool with that one guy. He was just knocking them down. He wasn't even 50, 150 yards.
Yeah,
killing me.
there was a knob here, right?
Yeah.
And then the shelf that benched this way. And then when they were set up, their gear was hitting that, and that current was feeding the bait to that shelf. And those halibut love to feed on those slopes.
Sure.
So we were out in the flat. I couldn't get on in that same knob that he was on, so we were out in the flat kind of picking up everything that was coming around.
That's great. Well, thank you.
None of it gets to waste.
We've had a great day on the water. Our whole crew over here from, outside of Kaufman here, but at Miracle Bay, we all just got out on the water. We got salmon, we got halibut, we saw the whales.
Yeah,
that was
lots of whales, lots of marine life here. We got lots of seals and sea lions and whales and porpoise. And
so look up John. He's got an incredible YouTube channel, The Alaskan Savage. If you haven't checked him out on YouTube. And
if they'd check out my website too for J&J Charters, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's jnjcharters.com.